set out to create deconstructed blooms, but this painting had an entirely different idea. Welcome back to the Art of Yaomi. Today I'll be working on a 10 by 20 inch canvas using a titanium white base. On top of the base, I will be layering stacks of puddles of dark brown, champagne, bronze, copper, gold, and black with cell activator resting on top. My intentions was to create bold deconstructed blooms for metallic warmth and structure. Before we begin, if you enjoy watching fluid art and exploring colors through process, I'll appreciate if you took a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support truly means a lot to me, and it helps me continue creating and sharing these pieces with you. As I begin pouring the puddles onto the canvas, I'm always thinking about placement. I try to position each one in a way that will balance the painting once the movement begins. Sometimes I get it just right and the composition unfolds exactly how I imagine. Other times I'm slightly off and the paint takes a design in a completely different direction. That uncertainty is part of the process. You can plan, but you can never fully control it. Wait until the end to see how it all comes together. Metallic tones carry a certain richness. Brown and bronze feel grounded. Gold and copper bring radiance. Champagne softens everything with light. When layered together, they create depth and warmth that feel almost historic. I wanted something structured yet organic. Blooms that would expand but still feel intentional. Stacked puddles are powerful because they allow colors to interact vertically before they ever move horizontally. The cell activator on top is what triggers the reaction, pulling the lower layers upward and forming cells as the paint spreads. The titanium white base gives contrast and helps the metallic pigments stand out. White also provides space for movement. It allows the bloom to expand freely. After placing the stacked puddles across the canvas, I used the blow dryer to push the paint outward. The air encourages the cell activator to pull the layers apart and reveal what's underneath. But as the paint began to stretch, I noticed something unexpected. The blooms weren't forming the way I had imagined. Instead of rounded floral shapes, the colors began separating in regular sections. As the metallic tones spread across the white base, the shapes began to resemble something else entirely. To me, it started to look like an old map. Countries divided by metallic borders, land masses outlined in gold and bronze. It felt historic, weathered, and almost antique. Sometimes when metallic paint are blown out and tilted across a light base, they create fragmented patterns instead of symmetrical blooms. The heavier pigments settle differently, and the cell activator pulls unevenly across the layers. If I had used a blue base instead of white, the contrast might have softened the separation and created more ocean-like divisions. Background colors play a major role in how the final image reads. This is part of learning fluid art, understanding how base choice affects everything. After the first tilt, I stepped back and I really looked at the surface. That's when the negative space became more noticeable. Some open spaces felt intentional, but others felt incomplete, like parts of the canvas hadn't fully joined the conversation yet. In fluid art, negative spaces can create balance, but too much of it can leave the composition feeling unresolved. So I decided to adjust. I added more puddles of paint into those quieter areas, carefully placing them where the surface needed more presence. This is something you sometimes have to do in acrylic pouring. Reassess and introduce paint to guide the design towards the results you're aiming for. Once the new puddles were in place, I used a blow dryer to move them into the existing layers, allowing them to blend and extend the composition until the canvas felt more unified. Sometimes getting the desired result isn't about starting over, it's about responding to what the painting is showing you and making thoughtful adjustments along the way. And this is the final result, not the deconstructed bloom I imagined, but an abstract metallic map with warmth and movement. And it may not be perfect in my eyes, but it tells a story of process, risk, and adaptation. If you enjoyed watching this experiment unfold, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, stay creative and keep painting your life with the colors that inspire you.